never said that, because you're not going to find a tweet, you're not going to find a Truth Social of Trump saying, "Oh, I want to get rid of the Constitution." He's never said that, my guy.
Let's go ahead and read this, guys. So Donald Trump here, he types, "So with the revelation of massive and widespread fraud and deception and working closely with big tech companies, the DNC and the Democratic Party, do you throw the presidential election results of 2020 out and declare the rightful winner? Or do you have a new election? A massive fraud of this type and magnitude allows for the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution. Our great founders did not want and could not condone false and fraudulent elections." So what that is saying is essentially the left wingers, the Democrats, as they used to be known. Now we call them psychos or crazy people. He's essentially accusing them of stealing an election, and the fraud is so rampant that they're circumventing the Constitution. So not even the Constitution can protect us from them at this point, right? He even references the founding fathers here. So to a sane person, this would be somebody reading this going, hey, we need to do something drastic because these people are out of control, to protect our Constitution, not to throw it out. It doesn't say anything in there like throwing out the Constitution, but I don't know, I could be wrong. But I also think, Sage seems like a sane and logical person. I'm sure he's not gonna fucking come up with some weird straw man argument and just blow this whole thing out of proportion for nothing but YouTube views and political pandering. I'm sure he's definitely not going to do that, right? Like, who would do that, right? Only a scumbag, dirty-ass motherfucker would do something as low and dirty as that. So I just don't think Sage would be that person.
Except for the two social posts that's above your head currently right now. This is what happens when you fail the breakfast question and you try to debate people.
Well, shit, sorry, guys. I was wrong about that. I'm really surprised that a guy who's a load broker, a commercial insurance salesman, and a fake grifter on the internet for political views, I'm surprised that he would be a dirtbag. And I say that with absolutely zero sarcasm. But, I mean, unfortunately, it's not like Donald Trump, posted anything that would immediately refute all these supposed claims and kind of prove the point that the media spins everything he says because they have Trump derangement syndrome. I'm sure glad nothing like that exists. Wait.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Whoa! What's this? It can't possibly be a post from Donald Trump saying exactly what he always says when people make shit up about him, like Sage Outcast. Right? I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. You can read it if you want. You can pause it. But he basically says, can you believe people are trying to say I said I wanted to destroy the Constitution? Right? So here we go again with more misinformation. I mean, he talks about the Russia hoax that people still insist is real. They just proved that there was 247 FBI agents embedded in the January 6th riot. Mostly peaceful, fiery protest, I guess. That's what you're supposed to say. That's the politically correct term. But this kind of rhetoric, this like hyperbolic rhetoric about how, about how the other side is so evil and they're going to destroy us and kill us all. That's the kind of talking points that lead to people like Charlie Kirk getting shot by mentally disturbed people, right? That's the kind of talking points that would make someone drive their truck into the side of a church and shoot a bunch of people because they think the end of the world is coming, because people like Sage and the enemy within, old Josh Traxler, these guys get on the internet and they fearmonger and hate monger over and over and over again. And it's not because they're convicted in these beliefs, right? It's not because they believe this. It's not because this is what they worry about day to day when they wake up in the morning. They don't get into discussions with other super ultra liberals about this, right? They get on the internet, they spew all this bullshit out of their face hole, get their views, get their paycheck, and then they turn it off and they never think twice about it, right? Well, they're creating all this chaos with this hyperbolic language, leading to violence against the other side, quote unquote, while ironically calling the supposed other side the violent ones. Right? So these people are the problem. And I'm not saying to hurt them. I'm not saying to do anything to them. I'm just saying see them for who they are and stop fucking watching them. Right? They're not good. They're not spreading anything of value. It's hate and fear to get everybody riled up just for YouTube views. I could understand it if maybe they were actually upset and maybe they believe some of the stuff they said. That's something that we could have a conversation about. That's something that could be a realistic debate. But it's not even real. It's all grift to get views on the internet. And it's trash and it's disgusting. But anyway, guys, that's all I had for this one. Hope you guys have a good week.